This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN.Network. And we are at the Benchmark's 8th Annual Discovery Conference in New York City 2019. With me right now is Shanoop Kothari from NuZee. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is NUZE on the OTCQB. Shanoop, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Robert.
It's great to have you on. So for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so we are a specialty coffee manufacturer focused on single-serve pour-over coffee.
So let's get a history of the company. When did it start, and how did it develop to where you're currently at today?
So the company started in 2011, originally in the New Zealand water market, and that's hence the name NuZee. Had moved over to some secondary products over the years, and then ended up in coffee and specialty coffee. So right now we're 100% focused on manufacturing single-serve pour-over coffee. So think about something like a single-serve machine, but without the machine. It goes directly into your cup. It's biodegradable, eco-friendly, and takes freshness with you wherever you go.
So there's a lot of coffee and water companies out there. So I have to know, what would you say makes your company unique and different when compared to your peers out there?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we are a single-serve pour-over coffee company. So what makes us unique is the U.S. market hasn't really been addressed for the product we manufacture. The evolution of the product is through the Japanese market. So we're effectively, have a Japanese tilt to our company. The Japanese market sells over 2.5 billion units of this per year, and we're bringing it to the U.S. market. And why we think it's got a momentum and a great opportunity is as consumers are looking for freshness, a better quality coffee in the single serve space, as well as something that doesn't use the plastics that some of the competition does, and landfill waste. We've got good momentum with that regard. The changing demographics of U.S. customers, we think fits very well to what we're trying to offer.
And what's your background? I mean, how'd you come into all this?
So I've got, my background's kind of a little back and forth. Originally started an accounting sort of standpoint. I worked for a public software company, helped them go public and worked with them for many years. Then kind of shifted over into banking, did investment banking for about 12, 13 years, and then decided that, wanted to do something more entrepreneurial, operational. NuZee's a great company with lots of momentum, but we're a smaller company, so a lot of opportunity, and the company found me and was a good match, and so I think it's a good evolution of kind of my background.
So then, from what you can tell us, what are some of the company's growth drivers now going into 2020?
Yeah, so we've got good momentum with large companies that are looking to co-pack. So we've recently announced some transactions with a company called Death Wish, which was featured on the Super Bowl a few years ago. We've got publicly announced agreement with Kraft to produce their Gevalia Cafe. We've also got a company called Royal Cup that we've also announced. So our momentum is to do more of that. And we've got, we're in dialogue with all kinds of different, coffee producers, large and small. Continue to do that, continue to penetrate the U.S. market with single serve. There's an opportunity there to take on, the incumbent and do what we do.
And Shanoop, where can our audience go and find more information about the company?
At mynuze.com.
That's myNUZee.com. My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN.Network. And with me again has been Shanoop Kothari from NuZee, publicly traded company. The symbol is NUZE on the OTCQB. And again, we're at Benchmark's 8th Annual Discovery Conference in New York City. Shanoop, thank you for joining me again.
Thank you, Robert.